Let's speak about CCIV / Lucid Motors again, baby. There is even more circumstantial evidence. These guys don't stop. What is happening, investors? It is your boy Jack. I am not a financial advisor, and today we have to speak about CCIV. The first thing I want to say today is there is a lot of photoshopped or doctored images circulating, okay? Don't take everything you read online as factual. If there isn't a link provided, it's generally not a good source, okay? If somebody is telling you the merger has happened, if it's not on the SEC's website or an official press release from CCIV, etc., it has not happened, my friends, okay? Obviously, when I make YouTube videos, there's always a delay in getting the information from me to you guys. Two awesome guys on Twitter doing some really nice DD right now. We have a guy called El Professor, and we also have Alex Cutler, who we mentioned in our last video on this company. So in today's video, we're going to go through a couple of new things that both of these guys have brought up. There is also this article here. Again, this previous author spoke about them once before and we covered that article briefly. But it says circumstantial Churchill Capital 4 Lucid Motors. Evidence is why I'm still in. And I also want to show you this SPAC ETF that has absolutely loaded the boat on CCIV. I mean, it's 8.5% of the fund. The next closest one is 5.48%, my friends. And then, of course, we'll briefly speak about price action, but I do have to record this video pre-market, so I don't know what's happening as you're watching this. I'm sorry. All I can say is that pre-market, I've seen us hover between about 5 to 8% in the green. El Professor made this really nice graph, and it shows major links between CCIV and Lucid. And a lot of you CCIV followers will be aware of this new airplane conspiracy theory that's going on, so we're going to speak about that. So, my friends, right before we do get into the video, before we speak about this new circumstantial evidence, can I please ask you to hit that juicy like button? Drop me a comment down below. Let me know, are you still holding these guys? Are you in it for the swing or are you in it for the long term? And please, my friend, if you are indeed new around here, hit that juicy red subscribe button and join the family of investors, baby. And if you are interested in joining my private Discord group, that is the first link in the description. In there you get access to all of my buy and sell alerts, my swing trades and my long-term investments. I call these guys at 1286 in that Discord. We have a Lucid Motors channel in there, so everything that these guys are posting on Twitter, there's always somebody throwing it straight in there. You'll get all of the information. We have over 50 private channels. We have nearly 1,600 investors in there. It's a juicy community. And if you want 4 free stocks on Webull, that's the second link in the description, my friends. You have to sign up, deposit $100. It's that simple. 2 of those stocks are valued at $3,700 each. Let's just start it off really simple, because when we go onto Twitter and have a look at some of the things that are going on, it can get quite complicated and, you know, quite conspiracy-like very quickly. But here is something that we do know, okay? So SPCX, okay? It's an ETF that tracks SPACs. And what we can see is that CCIV, Churchill Capital Corp 4, is now 8.5% of the fund, my friends. They were far lower down, I think, before Thursday or Friday, so they only very recently started to load the boat with this company. And out of all the SPACs that are out there, literally all of the SPACs, this is the one they decided to go in the heaviest on by far. If you were watching the price action on Friday as well, you will know that there are institutions playing these guys up and down. There is a lot of big money. There are market movers in this company right now. And a lot of the time, these players know things that us retail investors don't. They shouldn't know them, but they do. That's just how the world works. So when I'm seeing the market movers play us retailers and taking all of our money, and when I see this SPCX holdings loading up, it makes me feel confident that the guys with lots of money are very confident in this, or else they don't need to be confident because they know something is going down. So that is the very first thing. Now, the second thing I want to speak about is from El Professor on Twitter, and he made this visual highlight major links between CCIV and Lucid. There are probably more, but feel free to share. And I mean, there is a lot going on here. So obviously we have Michael Klein. Everybody's going to know who he is. He's the CEO of CCIV. He helped in the Saudi Aramco IPO. The Saudi PIF invested in CCXU and Multiplan. Andrew Livers, we all know this man as well. CCIV operating partner and the Lucid chairman. And then Lucid, the Saudi PIF invested $1 billion in Lucid. We have Peggy Johnson, CCIV operating partner and CEO of Magic Leap. Then Jeff Tarr, CCIV operating partner and ex-Digital Globe CEO. And the Saudi PIF invested in Magic Leap. And the Saudi government invested in Digital Globe. John Thornton, CCIV operating partner, Ford director, also an executive chairman at Barrick Gold, who again have mining operations in Saudi. A lot of you guys will know who Barrick Gold are. I actually covered them probably months ago on the channel. Alan Mullally, CCIV operating partner, ex-Ford CEO. All of these guys were at Ford at the same time. Michael Schmutz, the VP Finance at Lucid. He was the ex-Ford CFO. Peter Hasenkamp, VP Finance at Lucid, ex-Ford Engineering. Look, shout out to El Professor. This DD was incredible. This is the kind of guy who really is going that extra mile to get the real details, the real, links that, most people can't find, in all honesty. And then I want to bring you over to Alex Cutler, so another guy on Twitter that a lot of people will be aware of, and he says, it's incredible how people underestimate the investigative skills and connections of the Twitter world. And it's so true, and it goes for people on YouTube, people in every single Discord server, stock twits. I've seen some people do incredible DD. And these aren't hedge fund managers, they're not people who work at ARK Invest, they're just the everyday person. So now we found out about this airplane yesterday, okay, and it's got a lot of people speculating. But essentially it looks like some of the guys from Lucid Motors, okay, they got a plane. And there was actually some peoples who got pictures when they got off of the plane. This is the kind of DD that people are doing right now. It's insanity. And then there is this, okay? Jeff Curry, interim head of marketing for Lucid Motors, like this tweet from a man named Ellie Barton. Lucid in talks to go public with the SPAC CCIV. Now, I know it's only a like on Twitter. Everything we're speaking about is circumstantial. A lot of it isn't even evidence. It's pure speculation. But I mean, there is just so much of it that it would lead you to believe something is happening. Now is a good point to remind everybody that there is nothing guaranteed, there isn't even a letter of intent, there's no SEC filings, nothing of the sorts. It is literally pure speculation and all of this circumstantial evidence that's leading myself and a lot of other investors to believe that Lucid Motors could be merging with CCIV. But again, I want to urge you guys to remember there's no guarantees here. Now, if you watched my last video on CCIV, Alex Cutler came out with the information that the company wants to go public by April. And in that one I said, that would mean it would essentially have to go public via a SPAC. The IPO process takes too long. The author of this reinstated that point. And if it is to go public via a SPAC, generally it happens at least a few months before the deal actually closes. So you expect it to be announced very shortly. And that's what this author said as well. It would be extremely unusual for a company to be able to announce a SPAC merger and be public by April if it hadn't announced it in January. In my last video I said usually it is at least 3 months. A lot of you guys will remember the fireside chat that the CEO Michael Klein had. It was a surprise to all of us. And obviously people were asking about Lucid Motors, or more so electric vehicles or pre-revenue companies. And he said, we are looking at companies throughout the entire life cycle from very early in their development to very later in their process of being leveraged buyouts. He continues to go on, but essentially he didn't deny anything. And the fact that they haven't denied the merger again leads us to believe that it's more than likely happening. He cannot come out and say that they are merging before there is SEC filings, etc. There are procedures you have to go through. But he could deny it. There's nothing stopping him from saying that they're not merging with Lucid Motors. It's the same way if he came out tomorrow and said, I'm not merging with Jack Spencer Invest in Limited. Yeah, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. I'd love to sit here and just tell you guys to stop worrying about these things. But the thing is, the company's so volatile that you can't really afford to not keep up to date with what's happening. A lot of the time with these investments, you buy it, you forget about it. You don't even have to look at the company, it's fine. With CCIV right now, sadly you really do. And what you have to be willing to do is read through all of the rumors, read through all of the stuff that is very much so not true, read through all of the Photoshop documents, etc. and find what we can believe to be the most real, or at least has some sort of evidence behind it. So again, if you are scouring the internet tonight, if you find yourself on StockTwits or Twitter or any finance board that's out there, please don't believe anything you read, especially if there is not a link attached. If it is just one random person posting it, I would guarantee that 99% of the time it's not true if there was no references. So please be careful. Don't get caught out by anybody. I covered these guys in my 5 stocks to watch next week video yesterday, and I said I expect a big move next week. I still am expecting that. Nothing has changed. Keep your eyes on the 1663 to about 1863 range. We have a very clear area of interest here. If we can stay above there, I think we're going to be in good shape for the rest of this week. And I'm very much so hoping for an announcement over the next couple of weeks if the company does want to go public by April. But anyway, my friends, that was a quick update on this company. I just want to keep you guys up to date with what I'm reading, what I'm seeing, because I know a lot of people are very excited about this one. If you watch this video all the way till the end, you, my friend, are a true legend, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Your support means the world to me. If you did enjoy the video, could I please ask you to hit that juicy like button, drop me a comment down below, and please, my friend, subscribe if you're new around here. And if you're interested in joining that private Discord group, that is the first link in the description. All of my buy and sell alerts, my short-term plays and my long-term investments, over 50 private channels, nearly 1,600 investors. It's juicy. And if you want those free stocks on Weibo, that's the second link, my friends. Anyway, guys, I hope you all have a beautiful, blessed day. I'll see you for another video very soon. Peace.